All right, seeing none, we'll go to Mr. Bill Fry for the wellness report. Bill, you want to come on up?
As brief as I can. So the Wellness Committee is an extension of Board Policy 6:50. As Department Chair of Wellness, myself and Pam head up the committee. It includes members from the community, parents, as well as students. Instead of going through what you already have in your board packet, I'd like to go through and highlight one of the meetings that was great. We had about a dozen students there, as well as members from Quest. And we talked about many things, including quality of food, service, the length of lines, information on where nutrition is, all the nutritional information, and the dialogue went back and forth. And the great thing was Quest took that information, they made changes to the food lines, how they run students through the menus, where they put the menus at. All the nutritional information was kind of up in places where the kids never saw it before. So now they moved it to a larger place. So they were very receptive to that meeting, which I thought was phenomenal. As we move forward, new members come on. As students graduate, I bring in a new batch of freshmen. And the goals for this year are, we established what our strengths and weaknesses were, and now we're going to work on kind of fixing our weaknesses to provide the best wellness we can for our staff and students.
Any questions for Bill?
Yeah, I read the report and I had two questions. The first question, I was a little interested on the needs assessment, like who that was given to. Was it students? And really, what did you kind of find, you know, like the conclusion you found from that and how you'll move forward with that? And then you do make a comment on the closing of the wellness center. I'd like to probably hear a further comment, and then maybe the board might want to consider talking about that at a future date.
The evaluation tool was actually, it's a form used by the CDC that we used. The person who really had, who was the front person was Katie McCrory, and she did a nice assessment of that. If you need, I'm sure we can provide that for you. It's about a 40-pager. But just that just helped to identify what our strengths and weaknesses were. And it turns out we're doing a lot of good things here. We really are. Now, of course, it's meant to be beyond what we teach in wellness and PE and health. It's what we're doing with Blue Cross Blue Shield, with the wellness letter, what Quest is doing, because the focus really of it is nutrition-based, to get that information out there beyond what's taught in the health curriculum, as well as what we're doing in terms of lifestyle and making good choices. So that was the CDC report. As for the closing of the Wellness Center, that one came out a lot from the students. You know, that was used a lot before and after school, and sadly, you know, things are the way they are, and that was one of the things that was cut, was a stipend to provide supervision for those spots. So currently still closed.
Okay, thank you.
So to state that a different way is, our goal of creating wellness is being limited by the fact that we have not provided the funds to make that nice wellness center that the community paid for available even to our own students.
Correct.
So since Pam's on the committee, I presume that between the two of you take that to Kevin to see how we could consider that, you know, either this year or in future years, or whether that should change. And the same thing with the, you talk about the fact that we offer 7 periods of PE. I presume the 8th is health.
Well, it's 7 semesters of PE, yes, then 1 semester of health.
Okay, and that the diversity helps to keep kids still interested in coming to gym, which is one of your goals.
That is our goal. We're definitely moving towards a fitness-based curriculum. You know, we are no longer the old style, throw out the ball and just play. No, we try to have a very diverse curriculum. We also want to make sure that the students stay energized about health.
But my concern is that Pam is also on our curriculum team, right, committee, that I presume there's some way of communicating that to our curriculum when they're weighing, you know, although I I still think we're required to provide PE, and hopefully that isn't going to change.
I hope not.
It's something that would be addressed.
It is a state mandate,
Right.
but the way we do it is not the way a lot of high schools do it. A lot of
Okay.
high schools just, you take PE all together and you all do whatever activities the teacher deems, important. We give our students choice, so hoping that they'll make good lifestyle decisions and enjoy exercise. So they can do personal fitness, they could do individual sports or team sports, or, there are different options and opportunities and you can maybe list some of the other ones, but there's mind and body, and there's, different options so that they'll take something they enjoy doing, so they're more likely to do that when they leave the school setting and make it a lifestyle choice. So it's easier to just schedule them all into one kind of class, but we don't think that's a good wellness choice for them, for their future, and making exercise a part of their life. So we do it a little bit more complex here. It takes a little bit more in scheduling, but they have a lot of pride. And then they're moving to the fitness component. They're ahead of what the state is going to mandate. I just showed Mr. Fry last week something that came from the state superintendent, that there's going to be a committee starting to look at how to revamp, due to the national obesity problems, how to revamp PE and get it more fitness-based. And they already started doing that with their curriculum last year.
Trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Ahead of the curve.
Good job, Bill.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you very much.